Hello everybody, welcome back to Evolve. We're going to be playing as Elder Kraken in this one. We're on Wraith Trap against Slim, Takank, Maggie and Blitz Markov for this one. That's two variants. I thought it was actually on an all variant team there for a second. We'll do everything except Chain Lightning. And Traversals will be the perk of choice. We will get this one going. This team is okay. We are playing as the melee focused version of Kraken, so Blitz Markov's a little bit more relevant than he normally would, because against regular Kraken you don't really want Markov, because a big portion of his damage comes from his mines, and obviously with him being a flying monster, mines are not really going to do anything. Other than that, alright. Takank is significantly worse than what he would be in the hands of a bot. As I say, this is bots, so it plays him as though it's regular Hank. The actual power of Takank in the hands of a player comes from the ability to basically shield everybody on the team when you're not fighting the monster. So you can walk into a fight with everybody shielded. The bot doesn't understand this though, it just plays him as though it's regular Hank who can insta-shield. Shit, it's fine. Yeah, we'll get in there. This variant of Kraken is melee focused, kind of suffers from an identity crisis. I've always said this. He's a flying monster that wants to melee, which is a bit weird. Yeah, wildlife being wildlife there. Sloths do eat spotters. We are going to get damaged quite early here as well. This is a buff wildlife. You want to try and get it out before dogs turn up, if they do. Yeah. As for the game itself, right at the very beginning, we're just going to be going around the map looking for wildlife to kill and eat, as we are presently doing, because we are very weak at stage 1 as a monster. We don't want anything to do with the hunters. These are getting a bit too close, and I'm going to have to do a bit more distance, because we don't have much damage, we don't have much HP, we don't have much anything really. When we evolve to stage 2, that is when the fighting will begin. Getting pretty damn close to. When we evolve, we gain size, damage, ability points, everything that would upgrade us. Don't care about smell range on the spotter there. Just make sure they're not immediately behind us. It is bots, so they do know by 1s and 0s where you are, but it does kind of distract them sometimes to sneak, because sneaking doesn't print footprints. These little things you'll be seeing. They're not lighting up at the moment for some reason. Yeah, there you go. Doesn't make them all footprints. We'll grab stage 2 here. We will say about Elder Kraken, he's one of the best looking monsters in the game in terms of how he actually evolves. We'll take Chain Lightning even though it's not exactly great. Death Spiral is the main damage ability for this monster. Just going to re-grab some armour and we'll get in there. Like Locket can't hurt me. I know they're right behind me. Kind of not fully armoured here. That's why we're domed. So we are domed by virtue of Maggie. If we down Maggie here, we'll be able to escape, as always. Catch her in the air with Spiral, we do. There's a lot of mines I don't want anything to do with. Can I have a strike? There it is. Very nearly revived there. Do still have a bit of armour here, and Daisy can't attack, so we are just going to prevent the quick downs. So it is the quick revives, I should say. Now we don't have armour, so we are going to be looking at getting out. Red bar damage is permanent. The only way you actually get any of it back is by evolving, or finding the Tyrant buff, which can exist on this map. There we go. I'm going to get out now, just before we get the next down. Got a decent amount of strikes though. Usually what you want to do as monster in this game is play for strikes, because it lowers the max HP of the hunters, which makes them easier to down in the future. when they get 2 strikes, they'll go down outright as well. Same system as Left 4 Dead, basically. Kills Nomad. Good. Come on. Didn't see where she went next to the Spore Card. Spore Card's very good on Slim into both variants of Kraken. Did not actually mean to do that, but there you go. I do believe I've just been followed. I can't see that in an offline game, so I do apologise. Thank you to whoever did that. It's going to be probably a byproduct of the recent rant video from Dead by Daylight. It's been received very well, all things considered anyway. It's always refreshing to see. We do grab you. Guess I might not get away with that, but we do because she ran into it. Looking at getting out soon. We do get on down. Just going to say, because I don't want to face a second dynamo, we'll just get you. And we will get out. Dropping down to about half HP. We're about to drop damage as well. So we're not going to be doing as much damage, but we are going to go stage 3. And for the uninitiated, if you are a new viewer, this is what the power roll in ASIMs should look like. We are going to drop damage, as I say, but it's fine. Just grab it here. So, by virtue of the Hunter's objective, they're supposed to stop me from getting to stage 3, which is what we are now. This monster is absolutely fucking amazing at stage 3 in appearance as well. It's one of the biggest monsters in the game. It's fucking huge. Very spiky, very spooky, basically. But yeah, in this game, hunters are supposed to stop monsters getting to stage 3, and the game doesn't pull any punches. Like, if monsters get to stage 3, you get the power spike as the monster player, because the hunters have played shit in that particular round. A lot of games back in the day did actually end at stage 2 in one way or the other. Either the monster died or the monster killed the hunters. But when you actually get to stage 3, yeah, we're talking raid boss. Because they're not supposed to do this, and they get punished for it, as they should, because it's an ASIM. And this is the power roll, and this angle at this one. So there's no iframes here, there's no second chance mechanics. It's about playing your character well. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is all I want in the ASIM genre. Bring back skill, you know? Shit. Fucking house. Fucking get out of that beam. That's Hank's orbital beam. Commit to getting you out because you are a source of damage gone if we do. Good. So colonists do permanently die. They won't come back on the dropship. We are taking real damage here though. I just want to get rid of Daisy because we can prevent quick revives. Where's Maggie? There she is. We need to focus Maggie here because we need to get out of this dome. There it is. I would have committed to that if that Banshee would have hit Slim there, but we'll get out. And obviously I will say the piece as well, that we always say, it is possible to beat stage 3s, which you're sort of seeing the idea of here, because we're dropped quite low there. You just need to be intelligent as a hunter. If you are, you can win this. It's just that the perspective of the game itself shifts. So stage 1 monsters, hunters at a power roll, stage 2 50-50, stage 3 monsters power roll. That's how this game works. Because if the monster survives for this long, this is their reward, so to speak. You get your final form, basically, that's what it is, you're fully grown. The very thing the hunters are supposed to stop. I don't know whether they're down in there. Animations as well, by the way, see how it was transitional? Or you see that at the top of the genre now. Don't say anything about it though, just be completely complicit with slop. Gaming has never been better in this genre. Ever. Very nearly got that right off the floor there, I think. Can't see where he is because of Spore Cloud. Spore Cloud's very good into Kraken. They are going to get another respawn here. We're going to drop in a bit of armor, I think. Very high sustain medic. Yeah, there we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to go for Hank here because if we do kill him, you won't be able to cloak and run off and potentially hide the rest of his team. That's fine. It does put him back on a timer though. We need to go for Maggie again. I've got no armor now. So we're getting into a bit of a dangerous situation here. But because we have 2 strikes, that's our side of the comeback. She's going to be very easy to kill now because she's got less HP. We're going to get out because we're going to need to get some armor. Kind of would have liked to start armor regen, to be honest. Are you armor regen? You're the armor regen one. Fucking reach on that is insane when you tier 3 it. It's going to give us a little bit of a soak potential if we need to hide if it does go really bad. Armor regen is quite good for hiding within domes. Against bots anyway, it doesn't really work against players, but you can basically, you know, give yourself a bit of armor on the fly. Basically gives the rest of the monsters Wraith's base armor regen, basically. That's how I think of it. They actually get out of that, holy shit. So. You get them down, we get the colonists down, we're going to focus, try and focus both of these actually. And I don't know if he went that way then. We need Maggie though, because we don't really get downed again. Good, there it is. You should be at 2 now? Yeah, you are. We'll get him. Trying to just get out of the Spore Cloud. We need to go for you because you're going to cloak and run off. Which is one of the traits that supports can do. That was a very shit mine to take to face. Good. Give me the armor. Don't know how long we've got. 20 seconds. I think he lives, actually. Potentially doesn't, but I need to land basically all my abilities when he's got his shield down. It's probably not going to work. But what we can do is down him anyway. So if we start the next wave with a down support, we can run off and get assault, so we can get off some armor. Good, there it is. Throw him down there. Plenty of wildlife here. But yeah, ladies and gentlemen, this back and forth here, and obviously being at stage 3 and being the actual power roll in here, this is what ASIM should have been, literally. This is what it looks like, an actual ASIM. One that doesn't, you know, stop you from playing it because you're playing the power roll, because Twitter doesn't like being outplayed in games. That's literally what it is in Dead by Daylight now. There was a time within, I think it was around 2021-ish, where there was a bit of a superstition kind of thing going around. It's the range revive from Slim, where everybody was saying that the dev team are actually survivor mains and all that kind of stuff. And in 2025, fellas, what I will say is that's pretty much true now. You've basically got just survivor mains on the development team. The very thing people were talking about in 2021 as more of a superstition thing, but now we've got it as a reality, unfortunately. With the amount of stupid shit that is now destroying that game. We do have an outpositioned assault massively there. That should be Daisy deceased. We will go for you next. You can't sustain. That was a weird bounce. I'm not expecting to go that way. But beyond all that anyway, like, you know, look at the animation quality and the atmosphere of everything, you know, compared to what we have, you know, where killers slide along the fucking ground because behaviour still haven't figured out in 9 years how to animate a fucking human walking, you know, or running, and all that kind of stuff. The monsters in this game have literally hundreds of different transitional based animations depending on what direction the hunter is to you. I can't really show them off because we need to be in like an actual fight to do it. Like if I get behind her, see that how it turns, the way the monster turns with your camera. It's fucking insane, dude. Didn't see where that other one was then. So I know that there he is. I'm gonna get another wave here because I'm keeping ranting again rather than focusing. We need to be careful because I can fucking lose this as well. We're one bad fight away from kicking the bucket here. We're gonna get the dome coming back in here as well, and I think everybody else is coming back. If we can kill Markov, there we go. It does prevent them having an assault for this wave. It's gonna be quite good. Don't know where they are. Over there somewhere. I will take ability cooldowns, actually cooldown reduction. Do lose move speed because you can only take one buff at a time, but it is better. There they are. Don't know why they've spawned all the way over there, but there it is. Basically. I think she just died. Or is it? Very high sustained medic. The man is kind of putting dampers on what I was about to say, but there you go. I just gave the entire Twitter user base a seizure. What happened there was basically very shit positioning, which is what you can punish as a monster in this game. That is a textbook example of what you don't do against stage 3s as the hunters. Spreading out, especially with a medic like Slim, who can range heal, like very, very good as well with his bugs. That's how he revived Markov from the other side of the map, because he can basically point and click, put bugs onto other hunters to heal them passively. If the hunter takes damage that's got a bug in it, the bug dies. But as long as they don't take damage, it will continuously heal them. So you have to sort of micromanage bugs as the monster. But yeah, bad positioning was basically what happened at the end there. And, you know, that's what I was talking about when I said this game doesn't pull any punches. If the hunters play like shit, they die. If I play like shit, I die. You know, we had the benefit in that one of juggling waves quite well. And obviously killing Markov towards the end basically disables a big portion of the team's damage of what they can do anyway. So, there it is. That's what A-Sims could have been, fellas. See you on the next one.